Hi everybody, this is Debbie with Cool Cats Art. Thank you for joining me on my channel today. I really appreciate your time. My channel is relatively new, and if you like what you see today and you pick up something, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow it, just trying to help folks, and a little bit of stuff that I've picked up since I started paint pouring. And today I'm working on a 12-inch wood canvas. I'm going to do a bloom. I'm on a bloom binge right now, so that's what I'm going to continue to do. Trying to get my little paints lined up here. This is a redo of a bloom I did a couple days ago that I did not like because I used too dark of a cell activator. With blooms, you know, you always put down a cell activator, the last thing on top, and that's what separates the little cells. And usually I'll just use black and white together. I like to use two together, but lately I've been using some colored cell activators, and I've been real pleased with turquoise. And I did a purple piece that just turned out entirely too dark, and I used that turquoise, and it didn't define the cells. So I'm redoing a primarily purple pour today, and I'm using a pink, a light pink, and a white cell activator together in hopes that I'm going to get some definition on the cells this time. We'll see, because what good are cells? It was a real pretty design, but it was just dark. It wouldn't show up. So that didn't work. So that is my hope for today, is that I'll get more of these cells to show up. And here's the colors that I'm using today. I'm using an Amsterdam gold yellow, and I'm using a custom mixture. You can't see it in this paper cup, but it was burnt sienna and a little bit of orange and some Deco Art 24 karat gold. It's kind of my homemade version of Nicolazo gold, okay? And then I'm using an Amsterdam permanent red violet. It's a pretty color. I'm using Liquitex Brilliant Purple. And then I'm using a Liquitex, this is a Dioxazine purple, but it's a gouache color. I had some little bottles of Liquitex fluid gouache paint, and I've never tried to use it in a pour before, so this will be a new experience. And then I'm using my favorite fluorescent pink. I seem to have to put a little dab of that in just about every bloom that I do. So we'll see how it goes today. I hope I don't have to scrape this one. My pillow paint is a Glidden product, and I'm putting it in the description box. And my pouring medium is a combination of a Bear Dynasty and a Valspar product, and I'll put that in the description box as well. I really like this Glidden pillow paint, although I also am very fond of PPG Multi-Pro. They're both really good pillow paints. I've not worked too much with colored pillow paints. I'm going to get into some of that. Particularly if you're looking for negative space, it's great to use a colored pillow paint. And I will probably go to Sherwin-Williams Color to Go, because there's a large selection of it. I know it works very well, according to experts with more experience than me, and I've seen the results. And that's what I'm going to use when I go to a colored pillow paint. Okay, the first thing down, and unfortunately it is thickening up on me a little bit. The only place I'm going to put this yellowish color, this azo yellow color, is here in the center. And it'll blow out some anyways, but I don't want a whole lot of it scattered throughout the painting. This is my homemade nickel azo gold. I tell you, these Amsterdam paints, I love them. They are very thick and nice. And a little goes a long ways. So when you're mixing up your paint, you're not going to need as much of it as you might some other brands. And I'm using a mixture of opaque and transparent paints. Whenever possible, I try to, alternate layers of opaque and transparent and opaque and transparent, but at least going to put a couple of transparents in there. This Brillant purple, it's a strong color. It will really spread and take over if you're not careful. There's this fluorescent pink. I think I'm going to have to put a second layer on here. Here's that Dioxazine purple. Gouache. I think I've seen some other people use this color in the gouache, so hopefully it'll turn out okay. I've never used this pinkish cell activator before, so this will be a new experience. If you've got a painting that's got a lot of darker colors in it, you're going to need to use a lighter colored cell activator in order to get those cells to show up. And if you're using a painting with a lot of dark colors in it, you're going to need to use a light. If you're doing a painting with a lot of light colors in it, you're going to need to use a darker cell activator. That's what seems to work best for me. I'm just trying to decide if I need another little dab of something on here, and I believe I probably do. So let's put some more of this. It's better to have a little too much paint than not enough. You want it to, I don't want any negative space on this. I want it to go over the edge. So I have to put enough on here that it's going to do that. Hopefully this will get it. Okay. Now let's add our cell activators. I'm going to put down the white first. And I'm going to put down this pinkish color, light pink. I'm hoping this is all going to show up well when it gets blown out. Okay. And quickly, I'm going to spread this paint out all over the rest of the canvas. Always a little bit tricky to know how much pillow paint to put down. I haven't seen very many people measure it out. They just pour the puddle on here. You don't want it too thick, or you might blow up a lot of it during your blow, but you don't want it too thin either. And then I'm going to put a little bit around the edges because that helps the paint to flow off the edges good. I'm going to be using a flat-faced hair dryer. That's my go-to hair dryer for blooms. Quite a few people using it now. I like it. Okay. So, let's get our hair dryer going here. Well, it's definitely going to have the purple vibe. Let's give it a spin, see what we come up with. Right. I like it. Very nice center. I like the center a lot. Got a lot of lacing spreading out to the edges. I think this turned out pretty good. I've got to touch up the edges just a tad. Hopefully I won't have to, this will dry good, I hope, and I won't have to pour another one to get my purple. That's got it good. Okay. We will come down for a closer look after it's dried. Thank you, and please join me again.